Hey, Dinar Ninja here. Today is Thursday, July 18th, 2019, and this is from Restored Republic via GCR compiled by Judy Byington. It says, Q said this would be a week to remember. According to Tony, 3 banks were telling their SKR holders that they would be liquid on Friday, July 19th. According to Mark Z, we were in a 72-hour time zone to release the RV that began Tuesday, July 16th. Over last weekend, the Chinese elders took over the Deutsche Bank and would eventually all central banks, meaning the world was now functioning on the gold standard. The deadline for German Deutsche Bank and all central banks to implode under their fiat system unless they were put under a gold standard was Monday, July 15th. It was believed that the transition happened because of the following events that began Friday, July 12th. The person designated to put in the release codes, Mike Cottrell, talked on the phone to those in a meeting in Cleveland, Ohio. The Chinese elders, President Trump, 2 Army generals, U.S. Treasury officials, and a fake Michael Cottrell. In that meeting, the fake Michael Cottrell was given a gold certificate said to be worth $4.5 trillion. The fake Cottrell and U.S. Treasury officials then signed and released the codes, though the correct codes were not submitted. Only fiat money was released, and the transition was stopped Sunday night, July 14th, along with the arrest of people in the plot to take $4.5 million of taxpayer monies, the exact amount Leah Wanta was promised when the release took place. The Chinese elders were not happy this fraud has been committed. Some in the U.S. Treasury had created the fraud, with the corruption said to go all the way to the Treasury Secretary Mnuchin. Over that same weekend, the Chinese elders took over the Deutsche Bank to save the world monetary system. The Federal Reserve had run on a fiat U.S. dollar since 2008 and would be out of business by Monday, July 15th. The cabal had devised a scheme to take $4.5 trillion to keep them funded until after the 2020 elections, when they hoped to have Trump kicked out of office. Last week, I was told by a valid source in the U.S. Treasury that Mike Cottrell had released the codes with a request I publish it in my update. I did, only to find the next day it wasn't true. The false narrative had come from someone close to the very top of the U.S. Treasury. I now believe it was done to help catch the cabal in the scheme. I greatly appreciate those unnamed honest sources in the U.S. Treasury who defied their bosses and the system by bravely working for the betterment of us all. We remain very grateful to you. And that's all for now. You can read the rest of this article on, put the link at the bottom of the description of YouTube. Thanks for tuning in.